Tomaver from programtom.com/dev here, and in this episode I'm gonna talk about communication skills in software development job. This is from a feedback from a comment on a previous video about the bloodbath of the job market that is directed towards me and my skills. Either I am not good software engineer or my communication skills are bad, and I'm gonna share why communication skills matter and some personal notes on this site. So communication skills are important in whatever aspect in whatever sphere, in whatever job, not just software development. uh, Communicating with clients, sales, teaching. mm, the doctors also need to tell their patients in a more mere mortal way what's the situation. Basically, communications is for all, not just software development individuals. So here are some benefits of communication skills. So communication skills are part of the Scrum meetings, Scrum procedures. So team individuals must communicate how they going with their tasks. Communicate if there are some delays, if there are some external dependencies that the Scrum Master need to address, and the good, the bad, how things could be organized better. Basically, this all about communication in the up 5, 10, 15, 20 people teams. Next is communicating with clients. So the teams need to, or the architect, the leader of the project, at least needs to communicate with the client. So he or she could give their feedback and show if the project is going according to the expected requirements. So this is the external communication, and there is internal communication for the code review, how things are organized in the code. And one item that I've collected as a experience, it is always good to post your code for review on with in a small package with smaller number of files to be reviewed. So it is easier for the reviewer, and with the minimal time invested for the small code that you have written, you will not waste time coding that is not in the way the architecture is put in place. So getting small code reviews for small code requests for review, it's a good idea. Another point for having good communication skills is having documentation. Basically, one of the tasks that I have in GitHub, in the past, I had a prime number task with a good documentation and instructions how things are organized, and where are the tests and so on. And this is after I built a task for a previous job interview that I failed to write. I didn't write documentation at all. So this is not a good idea. And basically, communication is very important to be written with how things are organized. So conflict resolution, so having things designed properly, the team members need to negotiate how things will communicate, and the best approach needs to be pushed. And to in this you need to have technically debating skills. So this another place where you need good communication skills. Also for knowledge sharing, you need to wrap the knowledge, your experience, in examples that are meaningful for the receiving party. So another point is where you need good communication skills, good using good metaphors and analogs. So you could give the knowledge and the receiving party to actually understand it and start using your experience. So project planning is again a critical issue, especially for the business. And yeah, stakeholder meeting the project sponsor, customers, having to communicate effectively what will cost, how much time, how much money, what is important for the project to make money for the paying side. So yeah, figuring out what is important, what the software development team should focus. All of this is all about having communication skills and figuring things in the runtime. So this more for like a team leader or business analyzer, but basically this is some part of the software development job for another roles. So communication skills for software development is writing communication, listening and understanding the other side, and giving feedback ideas, having the dictionary to share your ideas, having the dictionary of different words and metaphors, and being able to adapt to the changing requirements, the change requests from the client. And this a little bit also about the architecture of the source code, if it is using good architecture to be able to adapt to changing requirements. And another point where communication skills could be valuable is AI prompting. Basically, the modern GPTs could give you could speed up your software development if you prompt them, if you ask them properly what technology, what code, with what technology you want, with what version, and with the never-ending changes of the architectures, frameworks, and so on. Today, it is also a good idea to know how to extend the large language models, so it will give more productive responses in next time. And yeah, basically what you could do as to improve your skills: join communities, join Twitter threads about stuff, and taking courses of courses, and seeking feedback. Seeking feedback is something that could improve you, and this is something that probably very few companies give when they have hundreds of individuals that apply for job, but whenever you it is possible, request feedback so you could reach some negotiation, some agreement with the other side. Either you are asking too much or you have some missing knowledge on some framework. And whenever you've entered in some round of interview process, always after it, if you don't get it back, seek feedback. The other side may not have the time to give it to you, but um, it will not hurt you to seek feedback. And feedback is one of the points for having a product that is good for the user. And if if the end user gives you feedback, you are most probably on a right path of a software product market fit. So this video is something that I do for practicing my talking skills, my presenting skills, and trying to explain some stuff. And I've showed, I've recorded in the past the tools that are used for visual aids in project development, and this is Miro and Figma. Miro.com and Figma. These are two tools that are used very much to have diagrams, flow diagrams, and so on. And the practice public speaking is something for more advanced, for people that are with more courage. I've did such things in the past, so I probably should at some point get back to public, to find a place where I could public speak. I recently received an offer to talk in a public presentation, but well, I'm currently in a process with some companies, and I've been doing Java and Flutter stuff, and basically I think I'm not ready for public speaking, so I'm doing a live recording, and you could check out the live recording on YouTube. And yeah, there is a technical and there is business communication. It is about what is the audience, and for business you must keep the technical details and adapt the description of the functionality with no technical details. This is a tricky side of having good communications. So why what about the personal stuff that I've shared about the comment? So basically I've started some 15 years ago programming, and I went through the enterprise Java development, front-end development with CSS, the internal blocking elements, different JavaScript frameworks, and Google Web Toolkit that compiles Java code to JavaScript. And I went through all kinds of Java enterprise stuff, and I've entered also Android development, where Google introduced several changes in architecture over the years, and they've evolved it every year or two. And at some point I decided to get out of native Android. And for now, whenever I need a mobile application or desktop application, I'm using Flutter as it, it is compilable to desktop, web, Android, and iOS. So this going through different technologies is something that is hurting my confidence. Basically, getting into too much and different technologies will waste your time going on multiple places, and this way you will not have the time and the need to dive deep into a single technology and to single stack into a single cloud provider, and this will make you less confident in one specific technology. I've went through several different platforms and variations in Android, native Android, and Flutter, and in Java, and in every place I went, and I've got productive very fast. But on a higher level, in any space, I was not deeply specialized in a single tech, in a single framework. So this brings the lowering of my confidence, and this most probably one of the reasons why it's hard to find a job at the moment, and one needs to go through so many interview processes and feedback loops. And the other side is probably also the external side, the having more people searching for job than positions, having ghost positions that are just collecting users data for for selling to others. Who knows. And there is also, of course, the AI stuff that is bringing up productivity of the people involved in resolving some tasks. With AI, one could speed up things. So we did some company may require less people hired because of internal productivity of the team. And there is, of course, the financial side of the market, where the American situation with risk capital is less. There is less risk capital, and there are less investments in software products that will automate processes and save time of users. Basically, the software is a service, and it should do that. It should save time of some individuals and speed things up. But because of less risk capital and the situation with the elections, there things are shaky. And to get back to communication skills, I think Trump will win this election because he has the communication skills. He is doing debates even with journalists, even after speeches. And here in Bulgaria, there's one politician similar to him that is going in different places and talking live in person and also on the internet with live streaming. So I think he'll gain some increased number of votes just because of this. Having this communication skills is, as I am sharing with you now, it is important ultimately even for politics, not just software development, not just sales, and yeah. So for now, I'm still posting items pre-recorded, but at some point I may start streaming what I'm doing, but for now I'm just sharing you some knowledge and some points that are pre-written and with some bullets. So see you next time.